Okay, so this is a little idea of how to use GarageBand to create some electronic music ideas. So, for example, let's just go into. I usually like to go with the keyboard sounds. All right, now yours may look a little bit different to this. It's really not terribly difficult. All you do is you select up, see where it says ambient guitar. That's your instrument. You can go through all these different categories, select the sort of sounds you want. I always find it quite nice to work with, say, like, let's say this ARP animation. Well, it's very loud. Sorry about that. Turn the volume down a little bit there. Let's just start with that, right? That's an okay sound. We can make something work. That's actually not such a bad sound, and I just pressed down some random notes. Okay, so let's go into our settings. So you've got tempo 110. Let's make it 124. Why not? Let's also change. Do you want to keep it in? If you want to keep it in C major, you can keep it in C major, or let's make it F minor. We'll start on a C, but we're going to travel to F. Okay, so this way we've got a little bit of a kind of harmonic idea, and that's all in the settings up there. So once you're done, let's just do that. Alrighty. So, oops, sorry. So all you do is when you're ready to go, you press record. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. So that's first four bars done. So what I'm going to show you a few things here now is to trim that to make it only 4 bars. You go up to here where it's got the tracks. So you see I just clicked between instrument and between the tracks. And you can see here's your playhead. Oops, sorry. You just click and remove that. I'm going to go and drag that to bar 5. I'm going to double tap on there and I'm going to press split just to delete that. Delete. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That's right, it's different. I go split and then I go drag the scissors down. Forgot about that. Different programs, I've been using different programs. So there we go, we've got the first 4 bars, okay? Now, there's a couple of things you can do. You can actually you can change over here the settings of your song. At the moment, you'll notice we've only got 8 bars, right? So you can change that to automatic, right? Which would mean that actually it just keeps adding new bars as you play music. Or you can keep it as 8. I'm going to keep it as 8, all right? I've got a reason for that. I'm going to copy this. So I just double tapped on that, press copy, move my playhead to where I want, and I'm going to paste it. So now all of a sudden I've just got the same thing twice. And then again. Seamless, yeah? Easy. All right, so let's go. Click the plus down on the bottom left-hand corner and add another layer. So it's got epic cloud formation. We don't want that. Let's go back to our arpeggiated options. Let's go back to our same one. Let's add a different layer. Let's go upper tone, okay? And let's add that in at bar 5. So all I did was move the playhead, press record, 2, 3, 4. So it's went from B to C, okay? That's it. How's that sound? Let's have a look. Go back here, click across. Now I should have probably used a D sharp, shouldn't I? Sorry, D flat. So let's edit that. So instead of making it D, so in edit, I can just move this down to there. Okay, so let's see how that sounds. Sounds pretty cool. All right, so let's add some bass. Let's add a bit of drone. Let's add bass. What have we got? I always find it hard to find a bass sound that I like. Bit too much. No. Don't like any of these sounds. Let's go back into main categories and see if I can find something in synth bass. So yeah, it changes the synthesizer. This is exoplanet. Yeah, no. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, that's cool. So record, and I'm going to go with a C again. So that's my bass. Let's have a listen to how that looks. Is it lined up okay? So you can edit it and check and see to make sure all the beats are lined up. So they're not lined up, you can just remove them. So you see I just grabbed it there, moved it onto the beat. It's not even actually either correct, so let's fix that. Make it settings, quantize, on, quarter note. All of a sudden now all those beats will move on, everything will move on to the beat. Okay, let's have a listen. So, it's actually not too bad. I don't love that gap, so let's edit the gap. I don't love this gap, so I'm just going to increase the note. So I'm just dragging it with my finger all the way to there and hit done. Okay, how's that sound now? Let's have a listen. We're going to go back to the beginning. A lot of trial and error with this stuff. Okay, cool. So that's actually not sounding too bad. All right, so let's now, we've got a basis of C with D flat, and we're in F minor. We're going to be traveling up to F at some point. Okay, so let's go back into, actually no, let's not do synth. Let's add some sort of drums. Okay, so let's go into the beat sequencer. It's actually quite easy to do this. So it's been a while since I've done this. So you can select different sounds here. Just go random for now. I just hit these buttons down here and it changes the different patterns, right? Okay, let's have a look at deep tech, would be quite fun. It's a good idea to keep the same drum samples, so don't change the machine. So if you're going to use deep tech for the whole thing. So from memory, how do you hear each of them? So I sort of like, you got to decide sort of what you want. So let's get rid of all of them. New pattern. Okay. So of course you should know the. Let's just do. That's too much. Easy, okay? Let's record that. Okay, cool, that's our first 8 bars. All right, done. Bit of a backing. See how it's written that there? Let's do another deep tech. Beat sequencer. Deep tech. That's very cool, isn't it? You can go with the pre-made ones. I personally prefer to do it myself. So I want to add something a little bit more interesting at 5, and that's maybe da 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 da. It's quite cool. This is clap sound like. I don't like that. then was just experiment around with some rhythms, just like get some stuff going. Okay, so let's have a look at that. I think that needs to be louder from memory. Just hear those. An idea. All right, so that's the beginning of an idea. Now, why have I done it like this? I probably add more layers, to be honest. I probably add some more harmony and stuff like that. Okay, but this is just a demonstration. You can duplicate this section, right? So all you do is you go duplicate. Oops, sorry. Go to the plus sign, hit plus, go duplicate, and then it copies the sections across. Okay, so you've got exactly the same thing. And you want to see all sections, and you can see your A section, your B section, okay? So you know these things are going to work, okay? So for example, let's say we don't want the drums, or we want the drums in from the beginning. Fine. Or we want deep tech first. Let's delete that then. Let's say we don't want the bass straight away. Delete, okay? Let's have a listen now. So I started to decide what things annoyed me. That annoyed me, so I deleted it. Needs something there, doesn't it? So let's see what happens if I drag that there. What happens then? A little bit better. Now this one, I think it's too high. Settings. So let's transpose it down. Okay, make it lower. I think find the sound a bit annoying. Yeah, so that's the idea. Now let's have a bit of a think about what we can do. So this is, I don't know how long this is. Is it possible to see the times? How long is this going for? No, I can't actually. If you hold, I don't know how. Oh no, it doesn't. It just tells you the bars. I don't know how to work out how long this composition's going for. Sorry about that. I'll figure it out. I'm sure you can figure it out. Anyway, of course, 16 bars isn't long enough. You probably need like 32. But here's an idea. So let's go into. Oh no, sorry. Let's not go into there. Let's go into guitar, and let's go into scales. I quite like the hard rock, and I like to put it. Now, this is on a major pentatonic. Remember I said we put it in blues, sorry, in a minor key, so you can actually make it. So now we're at all those woodens. Is an F, right? So minor blues. So let's have a bit of fun with this one. So I didn't like the minor blues though. So what's a good minor pentatonic maybe? Yeah. So I'm just sort of messing around. Okay, so So then you got some sort of solo over the top. All right. I actually think that sounds quite cool. So you get the idea. So all you do is you sort of just add in different tracks, different ideas. My big recommendations would be to sort of think about what key you're in. And then I've personally liked to start. So in this case, I just worked with C and D flat, right? And I'm in F minor, okay? So I know that that's the dominant. And then so I know that when we've got those notes and then I'm going to an F, I know it's going to sound good. And I would say, honestly, for me, this bit from 13, this deep tech and this lower ARP animations, I'd actually probably split this line here and then duplicate those out and use that as the basis. Because I think that actually sounds quite good. So those 4 tracks from there, I would then probably make the basis of everything. And then I would add other layers in over the top. There's so many different sounds you can experiment with. Okay. Hope that's helpful. That's literally, 16 bars of music. I didn't plan this before. This is literally just an experiment, like as you've seen it. But I actually think it sounds quite effective. Have fun.